So after being successful at behavioralhealthjobs.com, I really got to know your company well. And since you're data driven and you're evidence based and you have the data to support the work that you do, but more importantly, understand the industry probably more than anybody that I've ever come across in my 7 years doing this, that made my decision when I decided to start the Rage Group very simple, because the natural instinct is to say, hey folks, I need a website. But where you guys came in is saying, look, it's more a marketing strategy, because you knew the industry. You knew the industry well, and you knew that you know how this industry thinks, okay? I did, but from a very small segment. So you're evidence-based, you get $2.9 billion worth of people into treatment. My job is to keep them, and they're engaged into treatment. My job is to keep them in treatment. Again, we're evidence-based too, so that only makes sense. So those conversations were quite simple to have. There was no, guessing. But when we started the Race Group, my simple thing is I need a website. Well, no, after talking to your team, yes, we have a wonderful website, but that money was better spent in marketing strategies. And what's beauty of your company is the performance of what you've done for other organizations was quite evident in the data that was presented by Sarah and Dan and everybody else. So your performance-based, evidence-based, data-driven convinced me very quickly that I didn't necessarily need a website as per se, because that was just like display and pretty, but I needed a marketing channel or marketing program, like everything from what conferences is to attend for the right people, to what email templates look right to the right people, and whom you were right away. You're like, I'm going to contact every CEO. With your company, I was able to learn that in this particular area, it's more clinical people. This area is business development. So what the beauty of this program was, or working with you guys and continue to work with you guys, is I was able to learn and be taught, and I'm data driven, as you know, by looking, say, this is where your time and money is well spent. This is what's going to maximize. You put people over profit. So what I mean by that is you have a passion for what it is you do. You have a passion for how you do it, and you have 10 years of science and data and, quite frankly, evidence of performance that, okay, I'm in your hands. Let's make this work. And if I'm successful, you become successful, because the more I do, the more I'm going to do with you. So that's why the transition from BH Day to this. And not only BH Day, I had behavioralhealthjobs.com. As I mentioned earlier, we saw the successes there, but you do it for so many other people. And that's why it just made sense to do the next project with you.